before I hop into the live page reviews, give you guys some advice and answer some questions, I want to give you guys a little bit of info about me. So again, I'm super excited to be sitting here to give you guys some personalized tips and tricks. I've been creating content for over 10 years now at this point. I have grown my YouTube to over 40,000 followers, Instagram over 30,000. I've helped my mentees grow their TikToks to 60,000 followers, get paid brand deals, all that good stuff. So long story short, I've been in this game for a while, and now I'm here to give you guys all of the advice, tips, and tricks that you need. So I'm going to be answering some of the questions that you guys put in my last post. You guys said that y'all are ready to become content creators, but you don't know where to start. I'm going to start by answering some of those questions. Then as you guys come in, drop your links. Like, let me know what your at is. I have my iPad over here. I'm going to be looking at you guys' page and give you guys some personal advice based off of your page. So let's start with the first set of questions that I came across. So the first common thing that I saw was that you want to be a content creator, you have all these ideas, but you don't really know like if you have the confidence in order to post on camera. And this is not something that is abnormal at all. A lot of people have this issue where they want to be a content creator, but they're scared to be on camera. Let me tell you guys, you do not have to be on camera to be a content creator. If you are someone that just has a lot of ideas, use stock footage, okay? Create faceless content. You can also create content of your real life, without showing your face. If you're a fashion creator, you can showcase your outfits without trying them on. Now, you may have to be more creative with the way that you do this in order to still capture people's attention, but you're able to do it. You can start a blog, you can start a podcast. There are literally so many options if you want to be a content creator, but you're scared to show your face. So don't allow that to be something that holds you back. Sorry guys, I just want to go ahead and be able to take a look at some of the other questions and post a link in case you guys want to work with me personally, or you want to check out some of the resources that I have available for you guys. Okay, so the next thing I came across was people saying that they don't know what to post, or they don't really have a niche and they don't really know like how to create a strategy without having a niche. And this I totally understand. Now, I know that a lot of people will tell you that you have to have a niche to grow on social media. And technically this is not true. You don't have to have a niche. A niche is the easiest way to monetize your social media. However, you can also grow a steady following by also building a target audience instead of focusing on a niche. I see some new people are coming in. Hey, y'all. So I just want to let you know that I'm going to be giving some advice, answering some questions that I saw on my last post, but I'm also going to be doing some live page reviews. So if you want me to review your page and look at your page personally, drop your @ your handle, whatever it is that you want me to look at, and I will be going to your page, giving you guys some expert advice. Just in case you didn't hear before, I've been creating content for over 10 years. I have 40,000 followers on YouTube, 30,000 on Instagram. So I done learned a couple things as I done spun the block. So if you want that while I am teaching, just drop that. Actually, let me make sure that I can see you guys' comments, because sometimes when I go live on my phone, I can't see the comments. So let me go ahead and look just to make sure. Let me pull it up on my iPad. In the meantime, you guys, any questions that you have, just go ahead and drop them. Go ahead and drop them. But you can build an audience based off of a target audience, like I was saying, and not so much a niche. Now, let me give you guys an example of this. A niche is helping students find scholarships to pay for college. That's something very specific. So you have an audience of college students, you have a problem, which is scholarships, and you are offering the solution. So a target audience is where so you guys are commenting. Perfect. Okay, so just so you guys know, it is a little bit of delay. I have to look at the comments on my iPad because they're not showing up on my phone. But Sylvia, I'm definitely going to check out your YouTube and Facebook right now. So like I was saying with my example, college students are a target audience. A niche is helping college students find scholarships. So you don't have to be super specific with the niche that you choose right away. As a matter of fact, if you cast your net wider, your audience will be able to let you know what they find genuine interest in when it comes to you. So if you are interested in creating content that you know is feminine, whether that's hair content, makeup content, skincare content, whatever the case may be, but you don't know which one to focus on, just start creating content based on your everyday life. Show us your current skincare routine. Show us your current makeup routine. Show us your current hair routine. It's okay if it's not all equally aligned at the beginning because you're still trying to figure it out. The only time that you should go into your content creation journey feeling like you have to have a set niche is if you already have an area of expertise. Don't try to force it. Content should feel natural to you. You don't have to do what everybody else on social media is doing. As you guys are joining, like I said, feel free to drop your links. Now, let me go ahead and go to Sylvia's page. My target audience is mothers and lifestyle. Awesome. So lifestyle is more of an industry, but mothers is definitely a great target audience to start with. And it also gives you lots of room to narrow down your niche later down the line if you choose to. So let me go ahead and go to your page, Sylvia. And let's see what we could do. I'm going to go ahead to your profile. Okay, perfect. So I see that you start off your bio with my only personal page. Do you have multiple pages? Is there a reason why you say that and differentiate that straight from the beginning? Okay. Okay, I see that you're verified. Show up for yourself every day. Okay, so I'm scrolling through. I see that you post often. You have quite a few posts for today, but I'm not seeing as much mom content as I would have expected for you to be a mom creator. So, and the thing is, it's totally okay if you want to include these snippets of your life as you're creating, but make sure that you include just as much, preferably more of the content of the audience you're trying to reach. Let me see. Also, when you're posting the mom content, try to think of it from a standpoint of how can you post something that's either educational, engaging, or emotional. I'm sorry, educational, emotional. No, I said it right, or engaging. So what I mean by that is when you are showcasing your baby, and you're showcasing like your day-to-day life, think about how you can input something into that content that's going to help another creator, or another mother, that's going to make them want to follow you, right? So think about the mom creators that you follow. You probably got a tip from them. Maybe it was a cleaning tip. Maybe it was a picky eater tip. Maybe it was a tip about, how to keep them entertained when you're busy. There's normally some type of tip or value that you get from a creator before you follow them, especially when they have a niche. So I would think about ways that you could incorporate that in your content. Okay, and I see you have a TikTok as well. I'm gonna go back to Facebook. Which platform is your biggest platform? That's the one that I will look at and analyze for you. Everyone else that is joining, welcome to the live. Sorry, it took me a little minute to hop on. I had some technical difficulties, but we are doing live page reviews. I'm answering questions. I'm giving you guys some expert advice. If you guys want to work with me as well on a one-on-one basis, I put my link in the comments below. So that is that. And again, I've been a content creator for the past 10 years. I've gained over 40,000 on YouTube, 30,000 on Instagram, and I've made over 50,000 total on social media. A lot of that without even showing my face. So any questions that you have as regards to getting more engaging content, growing your followers, how to get paid brand deals, anything of the sort, I can answer those questions for you. If you don't have any questions and you just want your page review, drop the ad to your highest profile, your biggest profile, and I will give you guys a page review. Hello, Aaliyah. Yes, get in with me, girl. Tap in. Let me know if you guys want me to do a review of your page. Okay, so in the meantime, let me go back to answering some of the common questions that I saw on my last post. And that is how to make more engaging content. So when we look at what engaging means and what we're aspiring to get out of our content, right? We want people to talk back to us. We want people to, comment, share, all of those different things. So let's start with comments. How do you get people to comment? You either ask them a question, you say something that sparks a conversation, but a lot of times we post and then people don't interact with us, but we haven't given them anything to interact with, right? So let me give you guys an example. If I posted a selfie and I was just like, just got my hair done, I might get a few comments here and there like, oh, it looks nice, blah, 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 oh, whatever. But imagine if I had posted a comment and I told the story about my experience of getting my hair done and the stylist, right? Something funny or entertaining that happened while I was getting my hair done. Imagine if I posted this hairstyle and then posted the last hairstyle I had and said, which one do y'all like better? I'm giving my audience something to engage with, and I'm giving them options and choices and questions and sparking that conversation for them. So that's something that you have to work on if you want to get more engagement with your content. And ultimately, having more engagement with your content is what's going to grow your followers, because a lot of these platforms, they're focused on watch time. A lot of platforms are switching to being more video driven because of TikTok. Yes, you can definitely ask questions and I will answer all of your questions. My biggest profile is the one I'm on now, but I don't even know how I grew it this big. Well, let's take a look and see. Also, I love your name, Social Butterfly. Okay. How do I get down out of here? But yes, ask questions. And like I said, spark conversation. Questions is the easiest way to get more engagement because you're giving people something to answer directly. But try to make them like closed in questions. Don't make them too open because then people might not take the time to respond. So closed in questions are like those yes or no questions, things like that. Giving people options, choices, that will definitely help. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and click over to Social Butterfly and see what we have over here. Okay, awesome. So you have a nice size following of 10K. Let me ask you this. What is your goal with this profile? Do you have a goal? Like, do you want to be able to monetize your profile? Do you want to just increase the amount of engagement that you're getting? I can't see too much because we're not friends, I don't think. Because all I can see is really your profile picture and your cover photo. Let me know if there's more. I'm going to go ahead and go over to your Instagram so I can see. Let me see. I really wish that I could see the comments on my phone. I hate that I have to use my iPad to do that. But let me go ahead and click on your link tree, which I will give you props for. It's great that you have your links right here in your bio, so it's easy for me to find and easy for me to go to your other platforms. So if you are a creator and you don't have some type of link in bio profile, I would highly suggest you guys get one. You can use Beacons, you can use Linktree, you can also use Canva and create one for free, but you definitely need one. Okay, so now I'm here, but hold on. I don't see your Instagram. Are you still on Instagram? I see YouTube. So let's go there and see what's happening over on YouTube. Okay, you don't have any content on YouTube. So let me go back. Okay, I see you have a Facebook group. That's cool. Okay, so what I would say is upon just coming to your page, and again, you know, this is kind of biased because I can't see most of your profile, but I don't really know what's happening. You know, there's some clues here, right? Just by the way that you spelled soul and social, I'm like, okay, this is probably a more spiritual, holistic type of person, but what am I getting from it? I also see like the clues include like the little emojis and stuff like this, where life and purpose meet. Okay, but what is happening? Like, who are you trying to target? And that will help you define like what things you should say to capture their attention and continue to grow your profile. Let me go ahead back so I can see some more of you guys' comments. Okay, it was connected to my IGs. It was mostly IG pics. I deleted everything else. I wanted to transition to spiritual content. Okay, so yeah, so there's definitely some hints to that. But with you doing spiritual content, what is your intention of what you want to share? Are you showcasing your own personal journey? Are you trying to help others with their journey? Are you doing tarot? Is it more about holistic healing? Spirituality is such a huge umbrella. So which of those things would you feel like most resonates with your content? Hi, my Facebook business page is Apples and Hearts. I also have an Instagram and TikTok, but I don't think TikTok is working as a business account yet. Okay, so let me go ahead and take a look. Okay, so since you're starting fresh, I would recommend getting together a plan for your content. I have a great workbook for this if you want, but if you don't want to get the workbook, just taking a piece of paper and asking yourself, what is your goals? Who is your audience? What profiles and platforms do you want to be on? Like, if you don't see yourself doing long form content, then YouTube probably won't be a priority. However, if you don't see yourself making short form content, then Instagram or TikTok probably won't be a priority. It all depends on how you envision yourself creating this content. A lot of times we can repurpose and cross over content between like Instagram Reels, TikTok, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts. So there is that option, but you want to list it out so you know that when you're setting up your profiles, what you need to do. If you're on Instagram, then you need to have highlight icons. If you're on Facebook, then you probably should have like a cover art that explains further what you're doing. That's also another tip that I want to give you guys. Utilize the visual aspects that your profile gives you to further push your brand and to further educate people on what your brand is. With your Facebook cover, you go in Canva. I know we all know how to use Canva at this point. Go in Canva if you can't afford to get like a brand stylist or somebody professional to create these things for you. Even though these things aren't that expensive, you can even go into Etsy and get some like profile setup stuff. But create something that tells people who you are. You know what I'm saying? Even if you had a header that just said like spiritual AF, you know, it just gives me a little more context as to who you are. So utilize those visual aspects that they give you. Okay, the first step is the hardest, figuring out my audience and planning my brand. Definitely, I suggest getting the workbook. Like, it will really help you because this is where most people are stuck in that beginning phase. And this is the most important part, because the thing is, if you can get clear on who you're talking to and what you're trying to say, content ideas are just going to come like this. A lot of times we can't create content and we can't think about content ideas because we have no idea who we're talking to and we have no idea what we're even trying to say to them. Like, we have a general gist. Like, it's almost like when somebody asks you, like, tell me about yourself. You know, you're like, I don't know, because you've been with yourself for so long that you know you have all of these different facets to you, and you know you have all these different things that you could do. And so by trying to do everything or think of everything, we end up thinking of nothing. So that's literally why I created this workbook, because we need things and people to guide us through this process so that we are able to be clear. I'm gonna give you guys like a little sneak peek into it so you guys can see. Yeah, girl, don't be sitting here stuck. Don't you waste that LLC, because I know they charge you every year. At least in Virginia, at least in Virginia where I got my LLC, they charge us every year. So make sure you make it work for you. Because I'm telling you, once you get that clear plan, I literally it's my favorite part of working with my mentees when we sit down at the very beginning and I'm like, here, take this worksheet that I made for you and let's plan, let's talk it out. And there's so many aha moments. Like, my goal with every one of my calls is to have that one moment where they're like, yeah, where it just changed the game. And I'm telling you, that planning stage, it changes the game as a content creator, because 90% of new content creators haven't done this. And this will be the difference between those pages that grow in 60 days, 90 days, a year, versus people who are creating content for years and they're just stuck. So don't be stuck, girl. Do not be stuck. Let me see. Okay. I can't see any more of the comments. Trying to talk to you guys. They don't want me to talk to y'all. I don't know why. I really wish they would pop up here. Oh, here we go. Sure do. What workbook is this? Okay, let me show you guys the workbook so you guys can see. This is the Content to Coins Roadmap Workbook. This is what it looks like. It's a digital workbook, and I'm going to go through it. The thing is, and this ain't no shade, no tea, but a lot of people trying to teach y'all certain stuff, they don't really, let me not say that. they don't feel confident enough in their digital products to stand on it the way that I do. This ebook was 2 years in the making. There's so much information in here, and I wanted everybody that picked this up to be able to have a plan when they finish this workbook so they can start creating content tomorrow. Okay, I stand on this ebook 10 toes down. If you purchase this ebook and you don't get value from it, and you're not able to have a clear plan to grow your accounts, I will give you 100% refund. Okay, so let me go through and show you guys what's in here. Okay, so we have the content. So I'll give you guys an introduction, just a little bit about me, not too much, because that ain't really why we here. We hear about y'all. Getting started, we do a mindset quiz so we can understand your goals. We set up what we call your goal file, okay? We talk about your audience versus your niche, your billionaire brand strategy, audience analysis, how to choose your platforms, how to set up your platforms. But let me just show y'all. Let me show y'all more so. Hold on. I want y'all to be able to see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so like I said, we have a mindset quiz that makes you in the right mind frame, how most creators think, how growth creators think, okay? How to understand your goals and plan and actually set social media goals the smart way. We create your goal file. This will help you with building out your profile and teach you about the things that you need to focus on in order to reach your goals. We talk about your audience. This is a niche test right here. This worksheet right here will help you know if you have a good niche. If you put a niche in here and it does not answer these questions, you do not have a decent niche. And it means you need to move on to something else and not waste your time. We talk about how to define your niche, how you pick an industry, pick an audience, pick a problem. No niche, no problem. We talk about how you can grow with a target audience instead of growing with a niche, because a lot of people do not know what their niche is and they haven't got to that point yet in the content creation process. I help you guys define your brand, decide how you want your content to come across. These are all very important things. Are you someone that wants to come across as humorous? Are you someone that wants to come across as informative, as thought-provoking? All of those things matter because they will help you with creating your content, and it will help you with using AI when it comes to creating your content, because AI is the future, baby. AI is the future. Let me hop back so I can see you guys' comments right quick. And then I'll keep showing you guys a little bit more if you want to see more. Okay. Let me see. I hate this. Okay, here we go. Let's hop back in here. Okay, apples to hearts. I'm going to take a look at your profile next up. Thank you so much, Sylvia. The link is in the comments. It should be at the very top, but I'm going to respond to your comment and send you the direct link. But I'm telling you guys, this will help so, so much. Paste. Oh, wait. All right. Thank y'all for your patience with me. Like, I hate that they don't show me the comments on the screen because it really slows me down. And if you can't tell by the way that I talk, I'm a very fast-paced person. So when I have to do things slowly, it just like irks me. So I just sent you the link there, Sylvia. I'll take a look at my LLC. Somebody asked me to write this off. Yes, you can definitely write this off as on your business taxes. This is marketing and this is an educational expense. It is 11/11 just for today. So it will be $27 after today. The name of it is the Content to Coins Roadmap Workbook. I'm putting the link again in the comments for you guys so you guys will be able to find it. Okay, so let me go ahead and go to Apples to Hearts Facebook page. Let's see. Oh, and somebody asked another question I want to answer right quick before I get into this. If I'm doing finances, what do you think my cover photo should be? So when it comes to finances, what exactly are you doing? Are you doing taxes? Are you teaching people about finance? Are you doing credit repair? Finance is such a wide umbrella. What exactly are you doing? But definitely, well, answer that first, and then I'll answer your question, because that way I won't go off on a tangent. Okay, apples and hearts. Let me view your profile. Okay, so this is an educational page. Okay, virtual intervention and enrichment. Okay, I'm going to be honest, off first rip, I'm not sure what's going on here. But I'm going to keep clicking around to try to see if I can find out. But your best bet is to make things extremely clear for your audience, because a lot of people don't have the attention span to click around and try to see what's happening, or like you have to put it right in your bio what exactly you're doing and how you can help me as a client. Okay, so request a consultation. Okay, but what do you do though? Okay, so I'm seeing that this helps children, because I see we offer one-on-one assistance in improving your child's skill gaps. Okay, that was the first time that I saw children. Understand students. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna go back to the comments. Apples and hearts, let me know what you do in your business, and I will give you an example of a bio that will help you to pull in more of your target audience. I'm gonna head back over to Facebook now. Okay. Online tutoring business and making educational products. Okay, got you. So that's something that you want to put right in the top. Do you focus on working with children, and what type of educational products do you make? Do those products align like with your tutoring session, and are they for children as well? Let me go back. What was the other question? Credit repair, taxes, business funding, etc. Okay, so are you targeting an individual, or are you targeting businesses when it comes to, like, are you teaching business credit repair? Do you do taxes for business, or are you like targeting an individual? Either way, I would say do some research on color psychology. So colors and fonts, all of that stuff, they have meaning to them. They have emotion to them. So when it comes to an industry like finance, you want to come across as competent, as trustworthy, as authoritative, all of those things, because people put a lot of trust into their finances. So you want to use fonts that say that have that feeling to it. So what you can do, I would say, look at banks and financial institutions like Navy Federal, Bank of America, all of that. All of their fonts are very straightforward. They're very professional. They're very clean. A lot of banks use colors like blue, because blue is a color that symbolizes professionalism, trust. So you want to take a look at all of those things. And then I would say with your profession, keep it on the simple side if you're doing everything yourself. And if you are hiring someone like a brand strategist, make sure that they really understand the ambiance that you want your page to have, which is somebody that's trustworthy, somebody that's relatable. I'm going to actually take a look at your page so I can give some actionable advice about your page, because I think if I take a look, I'll be able to get more information. Okay. Goes to get business credit card. No, literally. Okay, so let me go ahead and click on your page, Aaliyah. Okay, Aaliyah Marie. Yeah, again, this is just like slowing me down so much, because if I had the comments on the screen, I could literally, if I had the comments on the screen, I could literally just like read the comment and then use my iPad to look up your page. And it would just be so much faster, but it's okay. We still gonna get it done, because there was over 400 comments on that post. And I'm like, the girls need help, and I am here to help you. Okay. Oh, I spelled it wrong. And now I put Monet. Okay. Aaliyah Marie, here we go. Okay, so first things first, I don't know if you know this, but underneath your profile, it says fashion model. So you want to edit that wherever necessary to say, you know, financial expert, financial specialist, whatever one of those words you want to use. Question, is this an AI photo that you use? If so, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but get a graphic designer to touch it up. If you want, you can send it to me and I will touch it up for you. Because some AI pictures just have that AI look. And again, with finances, it's all about building trust. So if you have the opportunity, it might be helpful for you to actually go take some headshots if this is an AI photo, because again, what matters when it comes to finances is reliability, trust, all of those different things. I see you have 7-figure multi-business owner. I would say instead of saying that, tag your businesses so other people can see. Okay, I like that your flyers are very straightforward. They're not too much going on. And I tend to see that a lot of people that get into the financial market, their flyers overpower or overwhelm the audience that they're intending going for. You know, you don't want to come across as like a freelancer when it comes to finances. You want to come across as somebody that's like a part of a trustworthy system, you know? So I would say okay. Actually, I'm scrolling. I just saw your pin post and I'm gonna keep scrolling. Okay, girl. So this is giving personal. This is giving personal page. So what I would say is, do you have a page specifically for your finance stuff? Because again, you want to, when you post on your finance page, it got to be in the blazers. You know what I'm saying? It got to be on that type of vibe, because otherwise people are going to be hesitant when it comes to like using, especially when you have high ticket services. You know what I'm saying? Finances are typically more of an expensive service. I like that you post credit tips and things like that. Yeah. And I would say just refrain from putting your face on flyers, because it can kind of limit you with your audience. Yeah. Okay. That would be my advice there. Let me go back to the comments. And again, I'm sorry guys if y'all are like, I'm sorry if y'all are like making comments and then I can't see them. Okay, perfect. You just swipe over, you can. Swipe left to reveal comments. It's like I'm swiping. Yeah, I'm swiping, but nothing's happening. I can just see, like, I can see when people come in and they're watching, but oh, I finally can see. Okay, I can finally see the comments. Perfect. Oh my God, thank you. Okay, you're gonna make a page for it. Perfect. No, okay, so let me see. Yes, we're back. No, you're not late. You're right on time. We're still doing live page reviews. We're still giving advice and tips. If y'all have any questions about any of the things I've said thus far, just go ahead and drop them. I know I'm dropping a lot of information on you guys. So don't feel pressure to like try to remember everything. It probably would be helpful to get some pen and paper and write down some notes. For anybody new that's coming in, my name is Jay. I have been creating content for the past 10 years. I have grown over 40,000 followers on YouTube. I have grown over 30,000 on Instagram. I have worked with multiple global brands. Yeah, the list goes on and on and on. I've been teaching other people how to do social media for the past 4 years, and I have had clients that have grown over 60,000 followers on TikTok and make a full-time income from UGC content creation and landing paid brand deals. So I'm here to help you guys with as much as I can. I know it's a lot of ladies in this group, so I just want to be able to give as many personal attention to as many girls as I can. If you want to work with me a step further, I have my link in my bio. And I also have some workbooks, resources, all of that type of stuff down below to really help you guys. How did I grow my YouTube fast? Okay, so at first it took me a long time to be able to like learn the skills to actually grow my YouTube. But once I started like learning them, it actually didn't take long. So here's the skills you need to know when it comes to YouTube. First and foremost, your thumbnail, title, and tags are the 3 most important things when it comes to your video. If you have a good thumbnail, you have good titles, and you have good tags, you are going to eventually be in YouTube's favor. I would suggest, if you're not graphic design savvy, sign up with Canva, use the templates that they already have. Yes, the ebook is still available for $11, but it will only be available for $11 to the end of the day. Tomorrow is going to be $27, the original price. With growing YouTube, you want to focus on value-based content and your watch time, right? So watch time, this applies to pretty much every single platform, TikTok, Instagram, etc. The longer the people watch your video, especially if they watch the full video, the more YouTube is going to recommend it to other people. So you want to cut out in your editing any times where you're just like, or you're rambling. All of that stuff hurts you in your video unless you're doing like some type of vlog or whatever and you have a large audience. But since we're talking about this, it's not that. So make sure you cut all of that stuff out. Also, if you don't have a niche, right, and you're trying to grow on YouTube, first of all, I would say try to refrain from starting with the vlog style content, because when you're first starting out, people don't know who you are, so they don't necessarily care about your everyday life. But you can still film content in that way, and you can just title it something different. Like a vlog is not an engaging title, but let's say that you go to Target, right? You can go to Target and you can say something like, things that Target every girl needs, or Target essentials, you know, instead of saying like shop with me or come to Target with me, because it's like, who are you? You know, no shade, but think about ways that you can actually offer value to the audience. Thank you so much, Aaliyah. I know that it's going to bring a lot of value to you, so I can't wait to hear how you feel about it once you see it. I'm going to have you inbox me. You told me I could write it down. I'm cooking right now, so I'm not on my notebook. No worries, girl. I'll definitely be able to chop it up with you afterwards, especially those moving vlogs. I don't be caring who posts it is. No, literally, like, people don't care. So you have to think about, how can I make somebody that doesn't know about me care about me? That's literally my process when I think of a YouTube video. Now, granted, I have grown all of that on YouTube, and I'm really not that consistent on YouTube. I just have really good videos when I do post on YouTube. Hey, Angel, how are you doing, girl? Long time no see. I didn't even know you was in this group. But yes, when it comes to YouTube, the more consistent you can be, the more exponential your growth is going to be, because they like to see people that are posting consistently. But here's the thing too, and I just posted this about Lemon 8. YouTube is one of those platforms where they don't hurt you. It doesn't hurt you to post as much as you want to. There are certain platforms where it actually hurts you. Like, I literally have 11 in my cash app. Look at God. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? And it's 5:11 where I'm at. I know that's right, baby. Look at that affirmation, confirmation. But certain apps like Instagram and to a degree TikTok, they punish you if you post too much. Like if I was to post, if I was to post 10 times on Instagram today and not post anything for the next week, Instagram is going to be like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, really. It really happens. I had a call with a meta specialist and they told me, do not post more than 10 times per week on Instagram. Now, this is just feed posts. You can post on your story as much as you want. You can post on your story all day till you blue in the face. But as far as posting on your feed, Instagram says you start to see a decline in your audience if you post more than 10 times. And then think about it. Don't nobody on my Instagram page want to see me 10 times in one day. Okay, so I am playing myself by posting that much. However, on platforms like Lemon 8 and YouTube, I can post as many times as I want in a day, and I don't have to post again for a month if I want to, and it's not necessarily going to hurt me in the algorithm. So if you're somebody like me who, I got a smidge of ADHD in there, okay? I could get super motivated and I could film a whole bunch of videos in one day. And I could post them all on YouTube that day, and it's not going to hurt me. So if you're that type of person where you get those random splurges of like, okay, I can film, I'm feeling in that vibe, do that. Also, realize that there's no such thing as like perfect content, and there's no formula that you have to follow in order to get that content out. Here's something that I used to do that would mess me up all the time, right? Let's say I wanted to do a video about my hair. But if I didn't start recording, the moment the hairstylist pulled that comb out, now I'm like, you know what? Ain't no point in doing it. I might as well not even post it, because I wanted to get the whole process and she done pulled the comb out and she done parted my hair in the middle, and now it ain't no reason. Stop thinking like that. So many of us think like that. We think that if we don't have the perfect process, if it doesn't look like somebody else's content, we can't post. If you went to Target and you wanted to record yourself shopping at Target, then you got home and you forgot, record them groceries. Record them groceries. Show people what you got. There's a way to still create the content, even if it's not the original way that you thought. So that's where the creativity comes in. That's how it was with my photo shoot Sunday. It be like that. That's literally the worst. And I ain't gonna lie, that be making me mad a little bit when I got my camera up and it's not even recording. Like, y'all just trying to piss me off today, huh? Oh, okay. Welcome to all the new people that have joined the live. I'm gonna give a little introduction again real quick. My name is Jay. I've been creating content for about 10 years. I have 40,000 on YouTube, 30,000 on Instagram. I work with global brands like Fashion Nova, Elf, Marc Jacobs. I can't even think of them all. Boohoo. There's a lot. Y'all can look at my media kit, but I have helped content creators over the past 4 years build their brand. A lot of my creators have went on to be full-time UGC creators or create content for paid brand partnerships. I made a whole birthday pin and I was ready. Video that wasn't even recorded. Oh my gosh, I hate that. I hate that so much. But it be like that. And those are the moments where you see how bad you really want it. Listen, even with me getting on live today, it took me 4 times to try to get on live today before it actually started to work. But I did not give up because I said the girls want to see this content and the girls want these tips. So I'm here to give the girls what they want. I'm so ready to start working with brands. Aaliyah, what type of brands do you want to work with? I know that, okay, so I looked at your page, obviously. So I see that you do things in the fashion realm, but I also see that on the business tip, you do finances. So when you envision yourself working with brands, do you want to work with brands like Credit Karma, with brands like Navy Federal, Capital One? Because these brands are out there and they paying big bags, but it requires a certain level of aesthetic and a certain level of engagement. Or are you looking to work with brands that's more on the personal tip, where it's like hair brands, fashion brands, beauty brands, etc.? I just have content of me crying and how to overcome this. And you know what? That's a niche, baby, because when it comes to this healing journey, this spiritual journey, it's a lot of tears. So use that. Use what you have. Use what you have. Literally, I was texting one of my mentees yesterday, my one-on-one mentee, and we become friends. You know, when I start like coaching people, it's like we just build a bond and a friendship because you're talking to me all the time. You sending me your content all the time. So we just there. So she sent me her video and she was telling me, like, I checked in with her, like, you know, hey girl, I thought we was posted every day this month. Like, what's going on? And she was telling me that she was feeling, you know, demotivated because she wanted to see more growth and she really wants to get to 1,000 followers on TikTok so she can go live. And I'm like, well, baby, we got to get these posts up. And she's like, but I work, you know, I got 2 jobs. I'm so busy, da, 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 da. I said, this is what we're going to do. You're going to go back in your camera roll and you're going to look at every single picture, every single video that you have. And you're going to recognize that every single picture and every single video you have, I know some of y'all got up to 5,000 videos and pictures in that camera roll. Everything can be content. But here's the kicker. You have to know who you're talking to and what you're trying to say in order to turn it into content. Now I'm going to give y'all an example. I'm about to do something that's kind of dangerous. But I'm feeling inspired. So I want to help y'all, okay? I'm about to swipe through my camera roll on my iPad to literally prove to y'all that everything can be content. I got a lot of client work up here too. Let me see. How do I make my pages less personal and more of I'm trying to be a content creator? Okay, I'm going to answer that next. As soon as I do this, I'm going to answer your question. And also, I think you had said earlier that you was going to get the ebook. I definitely have a section in there about how to set your profiles up as a content creator versus a personal page. But I'm going to still answer your question once I do this. So I'm about to swipe. Let me go ahead. I'm going to make it tiny. Y'all see I'm in my camera roll. I'm going to make it tiny so I can't even see. Oh, God, please don't expose me. Please don't expose me right now. Okay. I'm going to click. Okay. So this is a brand identity kit that I made for a client for my graphic design business, right? Now, obviously, this will be easy to post for my graphic design business, but let me show y'all how I can use this for no matter what my business is, right? Because right now, I'm teaching y'all about social media. I'm not teaching y'all about branding. So what I could do I could take this post and I could then put a caption below saying 10 reasons why you need a cohesive brand to grow on social media. You see how I took something? This has nothing to do with social media. This is about a logo, about packaging, all of that. This is a brand identity kit. But I know that my audience is trying to grow on social media. So I can take this content and make it catered to my audience. Let me give y'all a different example. Let me try to find one that's not business. Okay. This is an AI stock model that I made, right? She's gorgeous. So what I would do, let's say I wanted to post this picture, right? I would add some text over it that says, perfect minimal makeup for recording on social media. Literally, oh, that's a different one. Literally anything in your camera roll, you can turn into content for what you need, okay? People would rather buy Etsy flyers or go to the cheap graphic designers here. It makes me want to give up. Girl, don't give up. And the thing is, I am a graphic designer too. So I've gotten frustrated with Etsy because I used to be on Etsy. And, 2 years ago when I started on Etsy, I was able to charge $12 for a flyer. But now I've had people come in, steal my content, and they're selling it for $1.99. So what you have to do in this moment is pivot. Because what I realize is a lot of times we go after the same audience and it's not giving us any growth in return. And this is something that you guys can utilize with social media as well. If you've been doing the same thing for a while and it's not giving you the results that you want, you have to pivot. This past year, I have switched over to working with more professional services. I wanted to work with the lashy girls. I wanted to work with the hair tech, the hair girls, the nail tech, but that market is saturated, and that market, that audience, they want something for cheap. Now, I could go and just create more flyers and just up the quantity of the flyers that I make and decrease the quality. And that way I'll be able to post more and sell them for cheaper. But I'm not willing to do that. If people are willing to do that, they're going to do that. They're going to make a bag. You have to be willing to adapt to your target audience, or you have to change who your target audience is. Okay, let me scroll back up. I know I missed a couple. Okay, so Erica, I'm going to answer your question first, and I'm going to keep going in that order. How do I make my pages less personal and more like I'm trying to be a content creator? So this starts with defining who you're talking to and your audience. So I'm going to give you guys an example. Let's say that I wanted to be a skincare creator, but I have all my personal stuff on my page, right? I'm not going to tell you to delete things from your page unless it directly conflicts with what you're trying to do now. But what I would do is I would update my page. Let's say that it used to say mom of two, Charlotte, North Carolina, everything that I want, I can achieve, Philippians 4:13. Let's say it says that. I'm going to switch that now to say natural skincare enthusiast. You don't have to use that many big words. You can just use skincare creator if you really don't want to get creative. But I'm going to say something like natural skincare enthusiast. Follow me for skincare tips, routines, and hacks. And then I'm going to have a link for my link tree that goes to all of my other profiles. And if I have it, I'm going to link to my website. I'm going to link to a consultation call. Literally, this is a great example. One of my mentees, the one I was just talking about, who wasn't feeling inspired, and I told her to go through her camera roll. She's an esthetician, right? But when she started creating content, she was like just posting more personal things, her just going out and about, right? So what we have switched her content strategy to is now when she's at work, because she actually enjoys being an esthetician and she wants to showcase those things, we have defined her audience and defined her as a self-love creator, or a luxury self-love creator. So as she's like giving herself facials, she's talking to her audience, telling them about self-love, telling them about, personal life experiences, but she has that skincare aspect. And then what we did was we set her up a PayHip account, and now she's able to take virtual skincare consultations and virtual girl chats. So we're able to merge those two things that she likes together, and she's able to offer a digital product, and she's able to create content at her job. So she's knocking out two birds in one stone. So define who you're talking to and what type of content you want to make, and then showcase that on your profile. Start with your bio. If you're on Instagram, clean up your highlights so that they go with who you want to attract. Okay. Sylvia says, I have 6,000 of me and my son of pictures, of course. So you have to utilize that, girl. Take some of that content of you and your son. Take that content when he was little. Make a little slideshow of him getting older. You know, use an emotional trending sound and just talk about how, you know, it feels like it was just yesterday. If you have a funny moment of him doing something, like literally take those pictures, those videos, and you can put anything over it as long as it's valuable, right? Let's say you have a video of him just outside on his little tricycle and he's just pedaling along, right? You could take that video and then you could put the text over it that says, 3 things I wish I knew as a starter mom. And then make the video short and sweet, make it about 5 seconds long. 3 things I wish I knew as a starter mom. Read the caption. Don't even elaborate on it in the video. Tell them to read the caption. And then in the caption, you talk about those things that you wish you knew. Yes, girl, create a separate page if you want to get brands from the personal tip. I was going to ask, how do I get brands to reach out to me to work for their company? Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm going to keep scrolling in just a second. When it comes to working with brands, don't be afraid to reach out to the brand, because if you're just waiting for them to reach out to you, I wouldn't hold your breath. Also, make sure you have a media kit. I'm going to be making a template for you guys, and putting it out probably in the next couple of days. Let me show you guys my media kit that I use to work with brands. And while I do that, let me keep scrolling so I can see some of the other questions. So our audience can change while staying in the same niche. For example, spirituality is huge. One day okay, so spirituality is not a niche and it's not an audience. It's an industry. So how it breaks down is you have industry, audience, and then niche. The industry is the overarching topic, whether that's fashion, beauty, travel, finance. That's the industry, right? Then underneath that, you have the audience. So you could be when it comes to traveler, the audience could be solo traveler. The audience could be female traveler. The audience could be international traveler. It could be local traveler. When it comes to finance, it could be a credit repair. It could be taxes. It could be all of those different things, but they break down. So with spirituality, it breaks down to tarot readers. It breaks down to Christianity, religion, there's factors that separate that. So your audience shouldn't necessarily change if you're sure about who your audience is in the very beginning. One day I'm talking to women who need healing. The next I'm talking to women who want to manifest a lifestyle. But see, those are the same women. So with that audience, your audience is women who are in a transitional stage, right? So they want to heal. They know they need healing. That's a transition. They want a new lifestyle, a better lifestyle. That's a transition. So that's who you're speaking to on a consistent basis. Let me see. Okay. Can you share some of your favorite AI model generators for your AI models? Yes. The most important thing when it comes to the AI generator is the prompt, because there's a lot of really good ones. When it comes to specifically creating people, I like to use Midjourney, and it's hosted through Discord. Okay. I love the virtual girl talk idea. Yes, you would be surprised how many people are interested in that. I feel like I was supposed to be showing you guys something, but I forgot. How can I have you as a mentor? The link that I gave you earlier, if you click on that, I have an option for a one-on-one consultation call, for monthly mentorship. My ebook is up there, and my Content to Coins membership group. So the membership group, it is about 150 of us. We're all in there. I go live once a week, and I talk about a specific topic, and they always just ask me advice in there, so I give them advice. What does reading the caption do? So what it does is, remember we was talking about watch time, right? So if you post a quick video that's maybe 3 to 5 seconds and you put the text on the screen and then you say, read the caption, while they're reading the caption, your video is going to keep replaying. So Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, they're like, oh, people really like this video because they keep replaying it. So when you lead with your hook on screen and then you navigate people to the caption, it helps you increase your watch time. I have a Facebook group called Rich Off Marketing where I post for brands. Nice. Oh, gotcha. Then I'm gonna make a separate page for my finance business. Yes, make a separate page. That's what I was, thank you, Andrew. I was like, I'm supposed to be showing y'all something, but I forgot. How much is your mentoring? So I have one-on-one calls where we do an hourly call for $79. And then you can do 4 of those a month for $2.99. And then I also have private mentorship where it's $9.99 for 3 months. Repeat that, I got kicked off. Was it about the caption? Pretty much, I was just saying that when you have a short video, right, and you redirect people to your caption, it's going to increase your watch time because you have that hook on screen. Your video is only 3 to 5 seconds. So while people are reading your caption, your video is replaying. So Instagram, TikTok, whatever the platform is like, okay, people really like this video because they keep replaying it, and it's going to increase your reach, and people are going to watch it more and more, and they're going to push it out more and more. Let me show you guys my media kit. And if you guys want this template for my media kit, send me a message after this, or just comment something. Just comment media kit once I show you my media kit. And then once I publish the template, then I will send it over to y'all. So let me show you guys. I'm honestly obsessed with it. This is like my 3rd media kit that I've done. And I definitely think it's my best media kit, if I do say so myself. Okay, so right here at the top. So first things first, I use this media kit for brands, and I also use it for UGC content. So UGC content, for anybody that doesn't know, is where you create content for a brand and it does not go on your social media. So you don't have to have a large following for this. All you have to do is create good quality content, and they will use it on their website. They'll post it on their social media accounts. A lot of brands use this and need this because they know how big social media marketing is right now. Okay, so this is my brand kit right here at the top. You know, you can play any of my videos as a brand. So obviously this is like a hair video. I got my try on haul video because I specifically work with mostly fashion, beauty. I was vegan for a while, so I work with quite a few food brands too in the meantime. But that's all there at the top. Then I put all about myself. I put my stats. I insert all of my stats for Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. I'm actually thinking about switching TikTok out for Lemonade because I'm doing really good on Lemonade. I actually haven't posted this yet, so I don't have a price. I was thinking $9.99. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that's a fair price? Let me show you guys everything else. So then I tell them why they should work with me. Key hack, you don't really got to change nothing in here. Your girl already did it for you, so you're welcome. Here you can take this out, or you can just, if you don't have this much content, but I put as much content as I can. I put my pictures, my product pictures. Let me zoom in here. So these are product pictures that I've taken, and then these are some more contents. This is some more content, but you don't have to fill this all the way out. I just, like I said, I've been doing this for 10 years, so I have plenty of content. Then I took it a step further, my audience interest. Now here, if you don't have these analytics, I got these analytics from my YouTube. You can just put the things that your audience is interested in. So if it's spirituality, you can put that they're interested in tarot, they're interested in crystals, they're interested in coloring books, they're interested in meditation. Whatever your audience is interested in, you put that in here. If you don't know, then you need to start with the workbook, because the workbook has an exercise that's going to help you to determine what your audience interest is. Thanks, girl. Okay, so $9.99 it is. And then I just put my rates and my packages over here at the very bottom. But yeah, so what I do, this template is with Canva. So the best part is that this is a website. So all I have to do is grab this link and send it to brands. I don't have to try to upload a PDF, because that's what my first media kit was, and it was just super annoying. So with this, you can just publish it as a website for free on Canva. Awesome. Yes. Start with the workbook. I put the link in there for you guys. Does Lemon 8 pay for content creators? So I've only been on Lemon 8 for 3 weeks, but I've already got a message from their fitness page that says that they are like starting to pay their influencers. So they had me sign up for like a trial. I'm still waiting to hear back from them, but I've only been up there for 3 weeks and I've seen other people get that message as well. So I'm sure they will start. Lemon 8 is created by the same people that own TikTok. So I'm pretty sure that everything that they're doing with TikTok, they're going to be doing with Lemon 8 eventually. That's amazing. Is Lemon 8 on your website too? Hello? Hey, let me call you back. I'm on live right now. All right, bye. But it will be by the end of the day. So as soon as I get off this live, I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my website. But if you commented Media Kit, I will come back to this live and I'll respond to y'all. Come here. Let me give you guys some puppy therapy right quick while we take a quick little intermission. Come here, puppy. Come here, Espresso. Don't you guys love these like little puppies? Puppy therapy is like so great. But anyway, as I was saying, the Media Kit is very important for you when you're ready to start working with brands. So what you're going to do, you're going to just fill out everything that I gave you, and then you're going to send it to brands. And this is what's going to show them that you have experience working with brands. And it's also going to show them that, you know, you're not out here just like BSing. You actually know what you have going on. Like a lot of creators that want to work with brands don't have a Media Kit and a rate card yet. This is going to separate you from the people that are just starting out and the people that brands are going to take seriously. Be my mentor. How do I sign up? I got you, girl. Did you see the link that I sent you? I'm going to respond again with it. I got you. But you drowned that. Okay, I'm going to add the link. Don't worry, you guys. I've been posting it in the comments. I'm going to post it again. But if you guys don't see it, what you can do is go to payhip.com/brandingbay. That's my website where all my digital products and my coaching services are at. Payhip. So payhip.com/branding. BRANDINGBAE. Yes, girl. Honestly, I wish that I would have had a Media Kit like this where I didn't have to do it, because it took me a long time to put this Media Kit together. For real. Like, I'm telling you, I just did not find one that I actually loved and I felt like really sold myself the way that I put this one together. But let me go ahead and comment the link again for y'all. I'm putting it in the comments. It says to work with me personally. If you click the link, you'll see my mentorship program. You'll see a one-on-one call. You'll see the workbook. And then you'll also see the Content Coin Club. So let me see. How do I get in here? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me drop this in here. Oh, I guess because we're on live, it's like not a clickable link. Because I dropped it in there. I don't know if y'all see it. If you're a full-time content creator and how long does it take to make money on social media where you can live off of it? I have been a full-time content creator at times. I'm not currently a full-time content creator. Well, I guess no, because I make a lot from graphic design. Like I work with professional companies now doing like graphic design and branding, and I've kind of allowed content creation to be more of the side hustle, but there have definitely been times where I was a full-time content creator. How long it takes you depends on how long it takes you to get the skill sets necessary. It has nothing to do with your following. It has nothing to do with how much you post, how long you've been doing it. None of those things matter. What matters is how long is it going to take you to film high quality content. It doesn't have to take long. Like, how long is it going to take you for you to learn how to use SEO, which is keywords that you use to grow your audience? And honestly, There's so much information out there. Of course, obviously, I've already packaged a lot of this stuff up for y'all with the workbook, with the mentorship, with the guides, all that stuff. But if you don't want to learn from me, like, no harm, no foul. I had to learn over the years on my own, and I spent countless hours on YouTube, like buying other people's guides and stuff. So the information is out there. It's just how long it takes you to learn that information and to apply it. You could be a UGC content creator, which means it has nothing to do with how many followers you have on social media, and you could be making a full-time income off there. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys this website. I'm giving y'all some gems today. I hope that y'all are appreciative. I'm giving y'all some gems. I'm going to show you guys this website that I use to apply for UGC content. And you guys can see how much they're paying creators. So yeah. So honestly, there have been people that have been able to like be a full-time content creator in a couple months. There have been some people where it took them a year. And some people, they've been doing this for several years and they still haven't cracked the codes. I will definitely save this live for you, girl. Don't you worry. Okay, so I'm going to a website called Cohley. That's COHLEY. And this is a website you have to apply for. So make sure that you clean up your profiles, preferably do the workbook prior to going to this so you actually can get accepted. They just look for people that have good quality content. So make sure you have decent lighting. If you don't have a light source, sit in front of a window. I'm literally sitting in front of a window and I have a lamp on this side and I'm on my phone. So you don't have to have like a DSLR or any crazy equipment. But practice making that good quality content if you don't have any yet before you apply to platforms like this, because a lot of times you can't apply again for like a few months. So you want to make sure you have your profile up to par before. Let me see. Okay, so I see Origel has, oh no, that's something different. Okay, UGC. Let's see what they're talking about. Okay, so Bic, this is the lighter company. Y'all know Bic lighters. They are looking for 4 TikTok videos. You don't have to post them, right? 4 TikTok videos. They're willing to pay $500 for 4 15 to 30 second TikTok videos. Y'all do the math on that. Let's go ahead and see what else they got in here. They have Car Guru. Oh, I actually use Car Guru. I'm gonna have to apply for this one. They are asking for 1 YouTube video between 10 seconds and 3 minutes. They are paying $250. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, this is on the low end, because I done seen some that's up into the thousands, okay? This is Cohley. It's not an app, it's a website. It's a UGC platform. But like I said, just make sure you have all your stuff together prior to applying so that they don't deny you. Some other platforms where they have UGC content: Backstage, LinkedIn. Yeah, it's some other ones that I'm on. LTK. So, but I'll have to do, UGC content is like a whole nother thing in and of itself. So I'll definitely do another live for you. COHLEY. Cohley. This is what it looks like. The logo is like a little yellow fish. See? But yeah, nobody ever told me that, y'all. So this is like this is really a gem for real. Nobody told me about this website. I had to do hours of researching like reputable UGC agencies before I came across this one. There was not one YouTube video that I had watched that had told me about this particular one. But yeah, so I can talk about UGC in a completely separate live or video. So let me see. Did I miss any of you guys' questions? Because I've been up here quite a while and I have not ate today, so I'm getting a little hungry. I'm going to be hopping off soon. So let me know if y'all have any follow-up questions. If anybody else wants a page review. And once I hop off, anybody that has said they have interest in the ebook or mentoring, I will send you that link personally to your inbox. So make sure you add me as a friend so that when I message you, the message actually comes through if you're interested in mentoring or the workbook or the membership program. I'm just glad you came across my timeline. I'm glad that you came across my video. Would love mentor information. Okay, make sure you add me as a friend, Jay Draper, and then I will send you a message once I hop off of the live. But I definitely got you guys. Should I add you here or my personal page? Either one is super fine. Hey Jay, I'm super inconsistent, but you can check out my business page. Okay, let me check out the business page. In Her Eyes LLC. This is Instagram. Let me go ahead and go over to Instagram. But you can add me. I would say just add me on whichever page you want me to message. So if you add me on this page, I'll message this page. If you add me on your personal one, then I'll message you from my personal one. But if you add me on your personal one, send me a message first because I won't know, because I only am seeing this page. Okay. In Her Eyes LLC. I get consistent leads, but I'm not growing on Instagram. So let's take a look. In Her Eyes LLC. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I am a personal. This is so personal, but I am like a personal disliker of when we put like LLC in our names. Just because something about it just gives beginner, even if you're not a beginner. And I know that you're not a beginner. So, yeah. But that's totally like a personal thing. So it's like no shade, no tea. Just want to put that out there. Okay. Digital marketing strategist and educator coach. Okay, so I love that you have all of that in your title because that's going to be great for when people are searching. Ready to help. Helping new and ready to launch biz owners attract customers. Okay, so I would say dial back a few of it wasn't available. I figured that because it's always like the good names are gone and then you have to add like a random period or a number or something. So I totally feel that. I would dial back a little bit on the emojis when it comes to the bio. And I would say add a line in here that makes it a little more personable. Just because, let me tell you why you may not be getting a lot of growth here. There are a lot of bots and spam page that, message people and they're like, I can help your page grow, but you can go to them and they're like obviously a bot. And sometimes what I use to like sort those things out is I look for like excessive emojis. So you want to make sure that you're not falling in that category just off of something silly like emojis. Magnetic strategy plus connection equals. Okay, so yeah. So the first line is really good. Helping new and ready to launch business owners attract customers. Take out the emojis with attract customers, and then that's a great first line. Then I would say it took me a while to recognize that the 10, and I'm assuming this is like a college name, like it's a degree, and I wouldn't have got that without the context clues of the lady with the graduation hat on. So let me go, instead of me telling you the things, let me tell you the things to do and not to do. So let me we're gonna go over this bio checklist. Because a lot of times when we're not growing with followers, it has a lot to do with our bio that we don't even recognize because the bio is the first thing people see before they even start scrolling. So let's go to this bio checklist and we're going to go over this together. Okay, so this is in the workbook. This is 3 steps to optimize your bio. So the first thing is, does your bio tell me your name, your business name, or your tagline? So you started off by talking about, how you help businesses. And if that first line is your tagline, then that's a good start to keep. Is your profile picture high quality and relevant to your page? I would say yes. Is your username easy to remember and on brand? I would say it's easy to remember, but I would say, why did you choose the name In Her Eyes? And if there's a reason that you chose it, maybe that could be the personal touch that your bio needs to just connect that together. Then let's see. What do you do? Does your bio tell me what products and services you offer? So here, that's another great one to add. What exactly do you offer? Do you offer consultations? Do you have like products or services or guides? You know, what exactly would I be able to get from working with you? Add that in your bio. Yes, I would say take out the marketing degree unless you are willing to take up more characters to fully spell it out. And what you could do, add that to a highlight section. So if you want to build credibility, create a highlight that's like about me, and then, you know, add all of that personal information about you in that highlight, so it's still very close to the top, but you're not wasting valuable space. Let's see. Okay, does your bio address your target audience or specify your niche? Are there any specific type of entrepreneurs and business owners that you want to work with? So here's an example. On my business page, I say elevating feminine focused luxury brands. That's super duper specific, and sometimes people are scared to get that specific, but I'm not afraid of it because I know the audience that I want to work with, right? So I want to work with mostly female entrepreneurs. I want to work with female entrepreneurs who are aware of the value in branding. And I want to work with female entrepreneurs who are aware of the value of branding and they want a luxury brand. Does your bio tell me what type of content to expect? So that's something too that you could, some ideas that you could spark there as far as what to fill in your bio with. Are you sharing hacks? What are you looking for?
That other bowl.
Oh, it's only been one ball in there all day, so.
No, I just had all 4. I put 2 dog foods, 2 waters.
Oh, bowl?
Yeah.
Is it not right there on top?
That's only 1.
Oh, I thought you said ball. But what type of content are you going to be posting? Are you going to be posting tips? You know, are you going to be posting like hacks? Are you going to be posting Instagram content? Like, you know, how to grow on Instagram? Are you going to be posting how to grow on TikTok? You know, what can I expect by following you and why should I follow you? So that's a great idea for things you can add to. And then where do I go? Does your bio include your website link or other platforms? So that's something I noticed too. You don't have a link to anything. And I would say at the bare minimum, create a Canva page, like an easy Canva page that just tells people a little bit more about you. And you can publish that as a website for free with Canva, just so you have some type of link there that adds credibility. And if you don't have the pro Canva plan, you can use bit.ly, bit.ly to shorten the link. And so it won't look like long and spammy. So yeah, so those are my advice there. I know we just talked about the bio, but the bio is honestly super important. And I think that addressing that alone will help you, and it will also like spark some ideas. How do you get the follow button next to your name when you comment? People that have the follow button beside them, it means that they are a creator page, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not 100% sure. I would say YouTube, how to become a creator page. I have a landing page for my freebie I haven't uploaded yet, but I will also create a Canvas site. Yes, either or. A landing page is a great option. So once you get that updated, definitely add that in there. You just gave me some 5 to 9 work after my 9 to 5. I got you. I got you. All right, guys. Well, it is almost 6 o'clock. And I have not eaten yet, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I really hope that this was helpful for you guys. Anybody that's still in here and is interested in mentoring, the media kit, the workbook, any of that, just comment down below. Comment help, you know, and I will message you after this live is over, and I'll send you that. So make sure that you add me as a friend so I can send you a message so I can help y'all. I hope that y'all got lots of value from this. Yay, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm always going to stand on value, okay? Like I said, when it comes to my digital products, I stand 10 toes down. If you don't find value from it, I will give you your refund back. Is product reviews a niche? Specific product reviews. You know, you can have a niche of reviewing skincare, a niche of reviewing hair care, a niche of reviewing makeup, etc. But skincare reviews, product reviews in general is a wide range. But if you want to do product reviews, I would say do UGC content. And so create product reviews of the content you already have in your house, and then you can offer UGC services to these brands, because a lot of times UGC pretty much just is a content review, or they give you a script. But you guys are so welcome. I will definitely be reaching out to y'all and sending y'all that info, but y'all have a great one, and I will see y'all the next time that I go live, hopefully very soon. Bye.